Oh yeah, what's going on, comic book fans? This is Greg, my comics guy, and I got a big box today. Well, not a huge box. I have some comics that I sent out to CGC for grading. These comics I actually sent them to the presser beforehand. Did not pre-screen them. There's only 7 books in this bundle, but yeah, I have a few comics to go through. These books took a little over a month. It's kind of funny because I sent in a total of 10 books, but some I sent in with the custom label of the Valiant, and I don't know if there were any Marvel. I can't remember now on the custom label. But what CGC does is they split them up, so they're actually 2 separate orders. So this order of 7 books, or maybe it was 11 total. Anyway, this order of books, they finished already. They received them on August 6th, or I'm sorry, August 2nd, and I just received them today, which is Friday, actually, September 13th. I'm sort of concerned because I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little bit of a damage to the box. CGC most times ships these pretty securely. But man, it sure looks like somebody dropped this box, so I don't know. A little nervous about that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. You guys came to see comics, not to hear me talk. Alright, let's open this up. Gonna see what we got here. My work area is a little messy right now. Please excuse that. Probably see some junk over there in the corners, toys, or whatever. Action figures. Hopefully they're interesting. Alright, so here we go. First one out of the box. Well, they got the cardboard in there. Let me just show you guys. This is how CGC ships them. So they got this cardboard insulation here. There's the bubble wrap in here for the extra space. So looking at this, I'm actually pretty happy. I think my books are probably okay, but let's take a look and see what happens. Take out this bubble wrap here. First book. Alright, now this one, probably should have saved this for last, but I'm not really looking at how they're coming out. Alright, let's get this focused here. Sorry for the mid-video camera adjustment. Anyway, have Detective Comics number 475. This is part 1 of the Jokerfish saga. Got a 9.4. You know, my experience with pressing, I'm actually pretty happy with this one. When I bought it, both the shop that I bought it from and myself, we figured this book was 8.5 probably. I didn't think it was a 9, but I sent it into the presser and got a 9.4, so I'm pretty happy with that. Next one is actually connected to this. If you guys know this book, you probably know what the next book is. If I'm telling you it's connected to it. Detective Comics number 476. I don't know why that keeps cutting off the very top there, but you guys can see the grade, so I'm going to quit moving the camera around. I don't want to make anybody, seasick or anything. This one is a 6.0. You know, when I bought this, I knew it was a lower grade. It actually is higher than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be like a 4 or 5 tops. Again, I sent it to my presser. You know, there's nothing that the presser can do for these kind of spine ticks. I don't know if you can see them on camera very well, but there was some pretty significant spine ticks. This was actually the only book that CGC gave me grader's notes on. Said there were some light creases, which is funny because I sent it to the presser, and you know, once they're in the slab, it's kind of tough to see any creases or anything, which I don't see. Anyway, the little bit of staining on the back, like they said, and then obviously the spine ticks. It's funny, it didn't mention color breaking, and these ticks are most definitely color breaking. So Might have to go look at those graders notes again and see what that is. Oh, you know what? So, yeah, I'll get to that the other thing in a minute here. All right, moving right along here. Next book I have, Wonder Woman #1, 9.4. This is where I'm not 100% sure I'm sold on pressing, at least not modern books. This book I thought was like a 9.2, maybe 9.4 already. It had some non-color breaking creases on the cover. I sent it to the presser, and it came out 9.4. So I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping for 9.6, 9.8. Now, I mean, granted, this is a great issue. I love this cover, this great George Perez cover. You've got the front and the back. There's a little, but that's not color breaking either. There's a little tick on the back near the spine coming off of one of the staples. That's not going to show up on the cameras. But this one is a disappointment. Now, I actually bought it at the same place I bought the Detective number 475. So our grading was pretty accurate on that. But I wish I would have realized it wouldn't have got as high of a grade. I mean, because 9.4 in this, I don't even know if this is really worth trying to sell. At least not at this point in time. Anyway, moving along. Batman Adventures #3. Nice early Harley Quinn cover. Eminem's postcard included. I did not even know that this was something that had a postcard in it. Anyway, this one got a 9.6. This is another disappointment because I actually thought it was a 9.8 before I sent it in for pressing. Like I said, nobody gave me any graders notes on this, but I mean, I love this cover. So this is a beautiful book. So I'm actually probably going to hold on to this one myself. Keep that in my collection. All right, next one is Batman Vengeance of Bane #1, first appearance of Bane, first print. This one, jiggle the camera, sorry guys. This one is also disappointing, I'm not going to lie. There was the only thing I saw on it was a slight cover indentation, and that was, again, not color breaking. It was before I sent it off to CGC. I really wish they would have given me graders notes on this, because I have no idea why it received the grade that it did. Yeah, that's really disappointing. But I mean, this is still a great book. Still a first appearance of a pretty major character, especially with the Vengeance or the City of Bane storyline that's going on right now. And yeah, this is why I wish they would put graders notes on anything that doesn't get a 9.8. I know they say that they won't put graders notes on something that it's obvious, but man, there's not any obvious defects on that book. So I don't know what to say on that. All right, this next one is actually related to the other one. Oh, there it is. All right, this is Batman Vengeance of Bane #1, second printing. Focus, focus, focus. Anyway, this one got a 9.8, and this one I thought was a 9.8 before I sent it into my presser, and it's still a 9.8. So I'm actually pretty happy with the grade on this one, and I don't even need to know what the graders notes were because there are no graders notes on this that are needed. It's a 9.8. All right, and the last one I am pretty happy with. Justice #5, second print Shazam cover. this is just beautiful. I love this book. Man, and I'm looking at it, and there was a non-color breaking spine break on the spine, but as I'm looking at it in the slab, at least I can't see where that spine tick was. So the presser got it out, but apparently there was something else that brought the grade down on this book. I mean, I'm looking at the back. I mean, there's black on the back cover. There's a lot of dark colors. It's got to be something inside the book. There's just, from the outside, it looks perfect. I don't see any real flaws with this book. So I'm at a loss as to why they're grading it 9.6. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, any little flaw inside the book can bring it down too. I mean, I'm not, delusional that way, but I don't remember seeing anything. I just wish they would have given me some grader's notes. Although, you know what? I mean, this probably was a 9.2, 9.4 when I sent it to my presser. So really, 9.6 is not bad. So the other books that I have, that CGC, I actually have a couple orders there. I have a big order, 41 book order, but that's a pre-screen, so we'll see when that one actually shows up. But the other books that are at CGC are I sent to my presser first, so we'll see what happens. Now, I know my last video I kind of broke down what I sold some of the books for, the CGC graded books. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these up. Last time I sold them all at auction, and they were pretty disappointing, most of the auction results. I think, if I put these up at auction, with the exception of maybe the Vengeance of Bane and probably this book, and even the Detective 475, which is almost half of the books, but I don't think the other books, particularly not that Wonder Woman, I don't know that Wonder Woman's going to get what I want. But I did look up the values of these books, the GPA values on these. Now, Justice second print, GPA on this is $101, which, now this book, I actually bought a collection. If you go back on my video, I bought a collection from somebody down here in Southern California where I live, and this was one of the books in that collection. I paid $300 for the collection, so there was, I want to say 700 books in there, but I broke it down and it came out to like 28 cents a book. So this book is actually, I've sold a number of books off raw from that collection, so I think once I sell this book, I will make most of, if not all, of my investment back. Now, the Vengeance of Bane in 9.8, current GPA on that is $180. I think I paid like $20 or $25 for this. I paid $25 for the second print. So I paid $25 for this. It's worth $180. So I should do good on that one. Let's see here. Vengeance Bane, first printing. Now this one I paid a little bit. This one is kind of why I'm disappointed. I paid $60 for this. And you know what? It was Vengeance of Bane second printing that had the ding on the cover. So the presser actually got that out. Now that I'm looking at my notes, the presser got that out. So I have no idea why. Man, I thought this book was gonna get a 9.8 for sure. That just goes to show. I mean, I've sent in dozens of books to CGC. I thought I was pretty good at seeing. That's why I think, especially for modern books, you really got to put a pre-screen on them. I mean, I know it's a little more expensive up front, but it helps the modern books. You don't get things like this 9.6. This was another one I thought I was going to get. Oh, the price, the GPA on that Vengeance of Bane is $120. So after grading fees, I'll still make about $30 or so after eBay takes their cut. This Batman Adventures #3 in a 9.6. GPA is $50. I paid $7 for this book. So if I sell it for 50, I should be able to get my I should be able to make a little bit of profit on it. Wonder Woman #1, 54 bucks. I paid 20 for this. So this plus the grading, the 20 I paid for this plus the grading fees, I don't think I'll be lucky to break even. I'll probably put it up a little higher than the $54 the GPA says this is. But if I do sell it, I might just keep it for myself. I mean, it's still a great cover, so I won't be sad to keep it in my collection. Batman 470, or I'm sorry, Detective 476, 80 bucks on this. I paid 30 for it, and then plus the grading fees 50. So I should make about 20 or so bucks on this. So that's not bad. Detective 475 and a 9.4. The GPA on this is 195. I'm actually probably going to try to get more for this book. I don't know. I didn't look at the census, but I can't imagine there's too many of this book in 9.4 out there. So we'll see. I paid 80 bucks for this plus grading, so I'm into this about 100. 195. I should make 70, 80 bucks on this. So overall, including grading fees, I spent $471 on these books, also including the grading and pressing fees. I'm $471 into these books. $780 is what I can probably get for these if I get GPA on all of them. So I should net $208 profit. That is, of course, after I take out the eBay and PayPal fees, which I calculated at 13%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these up. I'll list these up probably this weekend for auction, or not auction. I'm actually going to put them as buy it now. So I'll probably set them for a little higher than GPA with the best offer. That way I can kind of negotiate. Maybe I can get a little more out of them than the 208. You never know. But I don't really want to put these up at auction because I really don't want to sell these, particularly those. I mean, that Wonder Woman, I'd be surprised if I got bids on it in a 9.4. Although stranger things have happened. Anyway, so in about a month, I'll follow up on this video. I will kind of tell you guys where we're at. I really kind of had this idea to kind of get these books graded, kind of show you guys the process. If you look, my last pre-screen I previewed for you guys on one of my other videos, and when those come back, I'll do an unboxing like this. So follow me, follow my channel. You know, that way you get an idea of what is coming down the pipe. That way you'll see, you know, what I did. I kind of want to show everybody what the process is, the grading process, the selling process. Does it make sense to get pressing? Does it make sense to auction these books off, or should you put them in for pre-screen? Should you get them pressed? Should you not get them pressed? So come on this journey with me. Like and subscribe. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. We'll follow up. And that's all I got for you guys right now. So I'll see you guys in the next video.